So, what if I told you that in Nigeria's entertainment world, the biggest career move isn't releasing a hit song, but starting a fight? What if the fastest way to get an endorsement deal isn't through charity work, but through pure, unadulterated chaos? Well, welcome to the scandal economy. It's fascinating, and yeah, it can be pretty brutal.
This quote right here, it basically says it all. We've moved past the days where drama was an accident you had to clean up. No, no. We're talking about a calculated strategy. It's where one viral scandal, maybe a leaked voice note, or just a wild post on social media can do more for you than years of grinding and hard work. It gives you what everyone wants: instant, undeniable relevance.
So, how on earth did we get here? How did something that used to kill a career suddenly become the thing that makes a career? The answer, really, is all about the engine that runs our world now: the social media algorithm. This is the absolute heart of the scandal economy. Okay, let's break that down. What does scandal economy actually mean? It's simple, really. The algorithms that control what you see online don't care if something is good or bad. They only care if it's intense. They're literally programmed to push whatever gets the most clicks, the most comments, the most shares. And let's be real, nothing gets people talking like a good bit of outrage. And because of that, a really simple, repeatable formula has emerged. It's like a playbook. Step 1, you spark some outrage, a public feud, a really provocative statement, maybe a questionable stunt. Step 2, you just sit back and capture that massive flood of attention as everyone rushes to give their opinion. And finally, step 3, you convert all that attention into actual currency: more followers, more streams, and yep, even brand deals. And if you need proof, just look at the cold, hard math of it all. So you have a celebrity, they donate to charity. That's nice, right? It might get 10,000 likes. But that same celebrity getting into a public shouting match online, boom, 2 million views. If you're an algorithm or a brand trying to get eyeballs, the choice is kind of obvious, isn't it?
This just confirms it. The whole value system has been completely flipped on its head. Whether something is morally right or artistically good, that's become secondary. The only question that really matters to the bottom line, as entertainment lawyer Norbert Ajegbu points out, is, can this go viral? Can it spread like wildfire? Now, it's easy to look at all of this and just see a bunch of random noise and chaos. But it's not. This is a business, a very calculated one, with some very clear winners who are smiling all the way to the bank. So let's pull back the curtain and see who's actually cashing in. In this game, you've really got three main players. First, you have the clout chaser. That's the artist or influencer using scandal as a shortcut to get famous. Then you've got the blogs and the gossip trolls. They're like the middlemen, taking all that raw chaos and packaging it into stories that get clicks. And finally, you have the brands, who just follow the eyeballs. They don't really care how you got them there, they just bet that any attention is good attention. But while some people are cashing in, it brings up a really important question. This whole economy is built on a currency, outrage. And that currency has to be paid for by someone. And that cost is often hidden. And it lasts a lot longer than the viral moment. Which brings us to that hidden price tag. Because for every person who benefits from this system, there's a cost. And it's not just paid in money. No, it's paid in things like mental health, artistic integrity, and even your long-term career. And that price? It's paid by pretty much everyone involved. We, the audience. We pay with our attention and our mental health, getting worn down by this constant diet of fake outrage. The celebrity? They pay with their long-term career, often getting trapped in this problematic box they can never escape. And the entire industry pays, because when scandal is what gets you ahead, actual talent starts to feel, well, secondary. Man, this quote is just such a powerful metaphor for it all. A career built on scandal is like being on a treadmill that just keeps getting faster and faster. You have to keep creating bigger shocks just to stay relevant. You burn through your reputation, your relationships, your privacy, and eventually, as Professor Faluso says, you have to ask yourself, what's left to burn? Okay, so we've talked a lot about the theory behind all this. Let's look at how it actually plays out in the real world. There are two names that really feel like they've mastered this new era of fame, each one doing it in their own unique way. So on one hand, you've got Portable, the street prophet. His whole brand is built on raw, unpredictable chaos. The public fights, the social media outbursts, those aren't mistakes, they're the features. It's what keeps him in the news cycle.
And then on the other hand, you have someone like Mandy Kiss. She's a true digital native. Her fame is built on pure provocation and a deep, deep understanding that any engagement, good or bad, is a win.
All right, so after looking at the machine, the players, and the price of it all, what's the big takeaway here? When we talk about Nigeria's scandal economy, what's the one thing we really need to understand? It all comes down to the tool they're using.
And ultimately, it comes down to this. Controversy is a fire. It can absolutely make you famous overnight. It can bring you all the attention you could ever want. But it is a very, very dangerous fire to play with. It gives you heat, and it gives you light, but it eventually consumes everything it touches. Your reputation, your career, and maybe even the very industry you wanted to conquer in the first place. The real question is, what's going to be left when the flames finally die down?